Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How y'all doing today? This is your main man, Crazy T, coming to you live right here in the heart of Massachusetts. In lieu of all that has been going on in our day-to-day activities, I'm still finding it. I'm still finding myself able to accomplish what I have set out to do, and that is to try to make great entertainment for those who are interested in hearing about great things that's going on around the world in which we live in today. Today I have the great privilege and the honor to interview a talented young man by the name of Herbert Smith, and this man right here has been able to open up a basically he's been able to open up a barber shop right here in the heart of Suffolk, and it's located on 1445 North Main Street in Suffolk, Virginia. I'm about to give him a call, and in hopes that we are able to get in contact with Mr. Herbert and actually ask him, a couple of questions as it pertains to his livelihood and how he makes his money. So while we're getting this into play, please stay tuned, brothers and sisters. We're about to hear something extraordinary. All right, let's see if we can get in contact with him.
Professional Touch.
Hey, how you doing? Is this Professional Touch?
Yeah.
Yes, is Herbert in?
Yes, it is.
Yes, can I speak to him?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? Is this Herb?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tim from New World of Sound. We had an appointment today for an interview.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? Nothing much, brother. Listen, right now we have you broadcasting live via podcast, iHeartRadio, Shazam, and we also doing a live podcast right now as we speak on Smule right now. I have a couple of questions if you have time. We're just trying to expose people because we're about to launch the new magazine coming out in February. And I have a few questions for you if you have time. First, okay. I know you're busy, man. You're probably at work right now. Could you just for the viewers that are going to be listening to this podcast in Virginia and beyond, could you just let the world know who you are?
Herbert Smith, owner of Professional Touch Barbershop, 34-year vet in the barbering game.
Okay, all right. And right now you're located at 1445. What was your address? 1445 North Main Street in Suffolk, Virginia?
Yes, 23434. Yes, sir.
23434. Okay, so I got a couple of questions for you, man. Tell us what made you get into the business, and exactly how long have you been in business?
You see, Mom, what made me get into the business? My father worked me very hard at the age of 12 and made me quit. Paid me $30, and he did cement work, and he made me quit. So when he quit, the way faith and God, the universe work things out. The same night, a guy came to my father's house with 2 pair of clippers. And I bought 2 pair of clippers at the age of 12, and I've been running since then. I'm 46 now. That's 34 years later. That's long I've been doing it.
Good God Almighty. Okay, so I got a question then about how many. Okay, so do you perform in any competitions, or have you performed in any competitions in the
Yes,
Virginia?
I've done numerous competitions before, sir.
Okay, all right, and would you describe any of them? How hard was it, and what was the competition like being a veteran yourself in Virginia?
I mean, it was a fastest fade, in the freestyle design and old school haircut. I placed second, third, and 2 second place trophies and 1 third place trophies.
Okay. So I got a question for you for all the up and coming barbers that are coming up and trying to to do exactly what you did. What were some hurdles in your life that that you can tell up and coming barbers that you had to experience while achieving what you've achieved thus far?
Staying focused, man. You got to stay focused. I tell the young brothers, in the world you can be anything, just be yourself. Don't suffer from identity theft.
Okay, all right.
Or identity crisis. A lot of people don't know who they are. They try to be other people they see on the Instagram and other worldwide platforms.
Okay. All right, and another thing, like, because I see that you are a pillar of the community, because quite naturally, I am one of your customers. A long time, my father brought me to your barbershop. So when we launched this off right here, but of course I always said, you know, I'm always look back and remember the people who looked out for me when I was coming up in Virginia. You know, so to come back and see that, you know, you have made it all the way from Pork Chops, the back of Pork Chop's house, to now you own your own business. Like, what is your current staffing right now?
I have a stylist, and I have two other barbers that's full time, and another barber that so be starting on Monday. But you know, just everything going good. Also, I'm a licensed instructor. I just got a job as a head instructor for the Chesapeake Juvenile Detention Center.
Okay. So not only are you sitting right here being a pillar of the community, keeping everybody looking fresh, but you are actually out here trying to support those ones who are potential victims of the judicial system.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's, you know, just one thing, we have a lady to come in and try to restore people's rights, and we have, you know, a lot of things that is community-based, man. It's trying to get felons jobs and everything.
Exactly, because I'm gonna tell you something. It is hard for the average felon to come out of here. Me being understanding one myself, I understand how hard it is to actually be something and try to regroup yourself after a downfall. So I have a question for you. What are some things that you have put together? I noticed you had a couple of live jams. I saw you had a couple of pictures on your page. What are some things that you have put together that in the up and coming future, or in the past, that you have coming up for the youth-related people that are in the Suffolk?
Right now, we're working on putting together this event for the youth for the springtime. It's like for like an Easter thing, and raise awareness to self, and we promote healthy eating and education, man. So we have a community cookout. We actually have two: one for the children and one for the customers. Okay. And one for the customers will be in August, and the one for the children, I think, will be in April. It will be in April this year. Okay. Right around Easter.
Okay. All right. Well, just like I said, as you all know, February 1st, I was blessed enough to be able to work with a couple of my friends, and we was actually able to start a 15-page magazine that is going to be broadcast digitally, and you can get hard copies of it. And like I said, you was going to be showcasing on the first page or on the first edition of it. And in it is going to be talking about your struggles, your hurdles coming up in the barbershop industry, especially being in the Suffolk, Virginia, and all the changes that you have seen in this whole entire process. What would you like to share in closing? I'm not going to keep you here long, but what would you like to share in your last closing remarks to the public?
Know your potential, and don't let fear become a factor in your life. A lot of people do not pursue their dreams because of fear. And that become a very, it discourages a lot of people that we know. They're scared to go after something that nobody else in their family have ever been after before. Just because you're the first doesn't mean that you're going to be the last person. Exactly. You can be inspiration to somebody else. So until you just step out on faith and, you know, put God first and step out and do what you what's in your heart, you know, you never know what you can achieve until you try.
There you go.
Failure is not an option.
Thank you so much. No matter how many times
you fall down, you can still get back up.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Tim, Crazy T, as all know me, right here in New World of Sound, Internet Sensations. I now want to thank Mr. Herbert from Professional Touch right there at 1445 North Main Street, Suffolk, Virginia. Come on down, y'all, and step down and get your hair cut by one of the greats. All right, Mr. Herb, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out and taking this innovate.
Your podcast and your magazine, man.
Thanks so much,
man. I wish you much success, man, in the future, man.
All right, thanks so much, man. I'll be staying in touch, okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, no problem.
Have a blessing.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it live right there. Mr. Herbert was coming to us from Suffolk, Virginia, 1445 North Main Street. If you are in the area, the Virginia tri-area, Suffolk especially, please check this man out right here. He has been doing it and will continue to keep on doing it, okay? And I just want to thank each and every last one of you guys for checking him out and listening to the words that come out of his mouth. I'm going to tell you something. Being a person right here who has fallen off of a ladder, and to know that there are people out here in the world that are standing up for those ones who can no longer stand up for themselves, it makes me feel good as a young black man myself. Like I said, this is not going to be an easy challenge, okay? But this will not be a problem. Internet sensation's new world of sound has just taken off, y'all. And even though we have been struggling trying to get all the ins and outs together, we are finally here. And with the last 40 seconds of this broadcast, this interview right here was specifically designed for a family barber who has been in this business for over 34 years, I say again. And with that being said, I owe him that much to be a pillar of this earth and have saved as many lives as he has saved, mine being one of them. You know, you never know the experience that a barber gives you once you really actually make a connection with them people. So with that being said, Internet Sensation's new world of sound has been introduced to the world and will be podcasting February 1st. Thank you. And to the rest of the world out here, I would like to also thank you guys for staying tuned and listening to something that has just taken off. Like I said, the magazine will be out February 1st. And the magazine is entailing a lot of people, just not my barber, but also I have a cousin who's a professional rapper. I have a best friend, also battle buddy, who is also into rapping himself. I have another cousin who has ventured off into rapping as well as acting. Okay, I have another cousin who is a flight vacation package travel agent. I'm sorry, I got all tongue tied right there. I got another cousin that's a travel agent and can get you places and destinations unforetold for prices that are much cheaper. I also have another cousin who is also a person who arranges edible delights that will make your tongue go crazy. So people, like I said, I'm nervous right now because this is the first episode of something great. And I know that this is a long time coming, but this is not the end. This is a new beginning. This is not only a new year. This is a new decade. This is a new century. This is a new year. This is a new lifetime. The new 20-year cycle has just begun, people. And we are expected to interview and bring to the visual ears many of people who I feel, and you do too, I feel deserves the recognition, even if it is just on a podcast, even if it is just on a micro-local magazine. The fact that somebody is taking the time out of their day to pay homage to the people who mean the most to them and to the people that they see coming up around this world that we walk in today. This is just not about the people that I grew up with. This is about the people that I will meet in Massachusetts, New Jersey, Virginia, California, Georgia, Florida. This is to the moon, baby. I didn't bust my ass this long to sit right here and just sit around and do something mediocre. I want to bring something new to y'all's ears that you're going to love, you're going to enjoy. We also have a podcast that's coming out. It's going to be a visual podcast. It's going to be on YouTube. New World of Sound, High Less Internet Sensations, New World of Sound, High Less Talk. And it's going to be bringing some of the best people in Massachusetts to your flavors, to your ears, people. I want to thank each and every last one of you guys for listening to me right here and right now, right on New World of Sound. We'll be right back.